There are many great solo wrestlers in the professional wrestling world, but sometimes wrestlers just shine better in a tag team, elevating both of them to new heights that they couldn't get in solo. Let's go ahead and get into the video and look at the top 10 best WWE tag teams. Starting at number 10 on the list, we have none other than the Usos. Now, their debut was honestly whatever. It took a little bit of time before they found themselves, and eventually when they came out doing the haka, they looked like the real deal. Now, they quickly became popular and started winning gold, but it didn't take long for the fans to start getting bored of them. Fans had enough of them being face and wanted some more character development. Then they were repackaged and came out as the Uso Penitentiary, and totally 180'd their characters. And this is when they became the real fucking deal. This gimmick change elevated them to a different level. They were naturals on the mic, delivering awesome promos. They had the look, they had the skill in the ring, and on the mic. At number 9, the Hart Foundation. Arguably one of the coolest attires to ever walk out of that backstage. The pink and black just go together so well. They would kick your ass and look good while doing it. Bret and Jim were extremely over with the crowd. The Hart family was always popular and amazing at wrestling, so when you put two of them together, it's literally like peanut butter and jelly. Skill, charisma, and class. These two couldn't get any better. At number 8, we have the New Age Outlaws. Oh, you didn't know? If you want to talk about popularity, these guys oozed it. They gave the crowd what they wanted every single time they came out from the back. I mean, they were one of the top merchandise sellers during the Attitude Era, coming just behind Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. And they held on to the Tag Team Championship 6 times. There was no stopping them. They were raw, funny, and skilled. At number 7, we have DX, the duo of Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Something we thought we would never see. To this day, these guys come out and still get a standing ovation. And their return had some of the craziest segments, like the whole Hornswoggle Little Court People segment. That was great, along with the kicking Stan in the face. Now, a big part of their return was to wreak havoc against Vince McMahon, and boy did they do that. The Hell in a Cell match that these guys had against each other deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, look at the way they left their boss in the middle of the ring. Not a lot of people can say they've done that. At number 6, we have Demolition. At this time, these two were the most feared tag team, and their entrance music was rad. Yeah, their look is a little outdated, but at the time, this was the real deal. And having names like Axe and Smash, now that's pretty badass. They actually held the record for the number of days that they held the championship, and they only had 3 reigns. A record that lasted 25 years in the WWE. 25 years is a long time, so a record that protected meant it was really deserved. At number 5, we have the Brothers of Destruction. I mean, look at the two. The writers actually had a hard time figuring out ways for these two to lose. They just made it look so real. Not a lot of people would be brave enough to step in the fucking ring with these guys. And when they were in their prime, they looked like beasts. And the craziest part is, some people still believe they're brothers in real life. At number 4, we have Edge and Christian. Their chemistry was amazing. It was like watching two best friends who were accidentally good at wrestling. I mean, these guys could have their own TV show together. But no matter how funny they are, and no matter how much they loved goofing off, when they meant business, they meant business. These two were pioneers of chairs in the WWE world, and Edge and Christian will go down in history as one of the best tag teams. At number 3, we have the New Day. Now, the New Day started off so rocky. They started off as a choir so they can spread positivity, and it was just complete bullshit. The crowd hated it, but they bet on themselves and they won. It just felt so new and refreshing. They had some borderline non-PG moments, and they just resonated with the crowd so well. And at the end of the day, facts are facts and numbers are numbers. And New Day were the ones to beat the Demolition's previous title reign. And for that, this tag team deserves to be in the Hall of Fame one day. And at number 2, none other than the Dudley Boys. Devon, get the tables. That camo look and those nerdy glasses, their style was unique and it was loved. I mean, these guys were just so good together and they made a name for themselves even outside the WWE, with the most tag team championship wins from just around every wrestling company under the sun. They were the most popular Dudleys from the Dudley family, and they are one of the forefathers of Extreme Wrestling. Well-deserved tag team in the WWE Hall of Fame. And finally, at number 1, we have none other than the Hardy Boys. Where do we even begin with Matt and Jeff Hardy? When somebody hears the term tag team in the WWE, Matt and Jeff Hardy should always pop up. Or even in pro wrestling itself. They had the look, they had an amazing wrestling style. Without a shadow of doubt, the Hardy Boys are crowd favorites. They still have a couple years left in the tank, so let's enjoy them while we can.